welcome to the second part of this project where I'm building myself a new Windows 98 machine. In the last video we took a look at the case of this build, which I modified a little to improve airflow, grinded and painted it, and also added some sound isolation. This time we'll go through the components for this build, check my cable management, and of course finally put it all together. So without further ado, let's get on with it. I found this socket 478 Albatron PX865PE Pro with 3.2 GHz Pentium 4 on it. It has an Intel 865 chipset, onboard USB 2.0 ports, onboard Internet port, HEP8X slot, and 5 PCI slots. Normally I would do a full recap, but for the moment I'll skip it because these caps seems to be in very good shape all around. Besides, let's leave something for a possible future upgrade video, okay? I have two of these 128MB point of view GeForce4 Ti 4200 HEP8X graphics cards. Both blue like the motherboard, and I think I'll go with this one. Mainly because this is the one I've already cleaned and repasted. I was going to install a passive heatsink on it, but I think I should save it for the possible future upgrade video too. As for the sound card, I'm going to stick with this Blaster Audigy SP0090, which I had in my previous configuration, and I just don't know why I should use anything else. To be honest, Blaster Live would be perfectly fine, but whatever, this is what I already have. I'll also mod a optical signal out of it, since I have a digital amplifier. I made a video about this topic a while ago. And other stuff from my previous build, these DVD drives, a reader and a rudder, fan controller for fine-tuning the airflow inside the case, floppy disk drive of course, a 250GB Samsung 860 EVO SSD, and this time I'm adding this 3.5-inch Icydock SATA mobile rack. To power all this up, I'll use a brand new fully modular 550W Seasonic Focus GX550, simply because I have trust issues with old PSUs. Anyone who has done cable management on an old case like this knows that it's not exactly a cakewalk. I wanted to hide the cables as well as possible, but these old cases aren't designed with cable management in mind, which means that there's no any kind of cable channels. So how can we hide them? Well, under the motherboard of course. I had to take the motherboard in and out of the case multiple times to measure, arrange and fold the cables so that they would line precisely correctly under it. If you're going to try this, make sure you don't route any cables right under the processor to avoid any possible heat damage. At first, I was going to hide the power supply's main power cord behind the fan controller, but I decided that it would be better if I just folded it with cable ties right behind the PSU. DVD burner is up next, which will operate as a slave. If you like to use two ROMs to populate the front panel, there's a handy way to hide the IDE ribbon cable by folding it between the optical drives. Finally, I just had to connect the head of the IDE cable, audio cable and the 4-pin Molex. Okay, so this computer is finally assembled and I think it came together pretty well. It looks clean and streamlined throughout and all the panels are precisely the same color except the 3.5-inch hot swap hard drive bay, which is and probably stays stock black. I always aim for an OEM look with these builds so that they wouldn't look like they were assembled from some leftover parts. Of course, there are still some small shortcomings to fix someday, such as this I/O shield that would otherwise fit perfectly, but it hides the Ethernet port. So yeah, that's it for this episode. In the next one we'll configure this machine starting from SSD preparation and BIOS settings, continuing all the way to Windows and driver installation. We'll also test a couple of games and discuss a little what I would have done differently. See you guys later.